Elections can be scary and overwhelming, especially if you don't have time to read up on the important issues. That's why I'm talking to a couple of friends about what's at stake in this year's election, and along the way we'll stop at some of their favorite spots to eat in San Diego. We have a lot to learn before we're ready to shape the world into a bigger and brighter future, but I believe that our vote can help make that change. This is Eating Up the Ballot. Hey everybody, it's Django, and I'm driving up B Street, which is the big old hill that I used to have to bike down every day on my way to school. Pretty fun, except that my friend got a concussion once, but it happens. Headed to pick up my good friend Ismail, and together we are going to sample all of the delicious eats that can be found at Canada Steak Burger in City Heights. So, we've been good friends since high school, but for the people who don't know you, who is Ismail Yassin Kiragu? Did I say that right?
Kinda. So my name is Ismail Yassin Kiragu.
Okay.
San Diego native for as long as I remember. I actually haven't left. I didn't leave the country until this year. So I've just always been in California, adjacent to California, but always lived in San Diego for sure.
So, what do you think about going to the park and hooping today?
I'd be inclined
What do you think about...
to catch some ankles real quick for the one time.
You're about to have to catch some because you lost yours.
Oh, wow. So you got like 4 moves in your bag, and I'm just there every single time. The spin, the snatch back, like, come on, man.
All right, what do you say? Let's go get some food?
Let's do it. Let's get our grub on. Normally I go for the Greek specialties, but I don't know, man. You've been looking a little small recently. Recommend like an 8-ounce steak burger for the one time.
That bulk?
Yeah. I need to. Matter of fact, make it a combo, bro.
What are you gonna get?
I'm about to get that Slovaki marinated steak kebab with a charbroiled and wrapped in pita.
This place, I mean, it's been here since you were a little kid, right?
Yeah, it's like, what, 30 years?
15 years before I was born.
Before you were born? Oh my God.
Like 30, 40 years, right?
Since 81, you said?
Since 81.
Yeah.
Wow.
What you feeling?
You want to just go to the record store while we wait?
Yeah, sure, why not?
All right, let's go in then.
AC is on.
So Folk Arts Rare Records opened in 1967. The original owner, his name was Lou Curtis, and he was really important for San Diego in the sense that he put together all these folk and blues festivals throughout decades. It ended up becoming what is now the Adams Avenue Street Fair, basically.
Oh, wow.
That place has been around for like 43 years, and this place has been here for 40 years, is what that guy was saying. I mean, how much do you think the rent has gone up in 40 years? Like,
Probably a lot, you know, and it sucks because you're almost squeezing the heart of City Heights and like the heart of like different parts of San Diego out of San Diego, you know. I think a lot of places are holding strong, but
okay,
you know, everything dissipates with time, you know. It's just a matter of time until these places slowly fade out.
I mean, hopefully not.
Hopefully not, but I wish there was something that we could do about it.
What are you suggesting? Some kind of control on the price of rent? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, dude, rent control. That sounds.
There's a phrase for that?
Yeah, I feel like I've heard it.
How would we be able to vote for that?
I mean,
it would have to be on the ballot for that, right?
Yeah, I think you would have.
Wait, isn't that on the ballot?
A proposition?
Isn't that Prop
33 is a California ballot measure that's all about rent control. We all know how expensive the rent can be here, sometimes even more than double the national average. There's just not enough housing for everyone who wants to live here, and this competition among renters drives up the prices. Some cities limit how much your landlord can increase your rent. That's rent control. In San Diego County, there are no local rent control laws, and under state law, landlords can increase the rent by up to 10% each year. If Prop 33 passes, cities and counties can decide to control rent prices for any type of housing and limit rent increases when new renters move in. If it doesn't pass, state law would continue to prohibit cities and counties from enacting local rent control. So what does this all really mean to us? And how would Prop 33 affect our lives? Let's eat some burgers and find out. I think our food is probably ready.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I think we've been here for a minute. Alright, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Have a good one. We're low-key lagging. I know we took a while, but I had to pick the perfect record. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I think rent is spiking regardless everywhere, like throughout San Diego, just because it's such a desirable location, like out of everywhere in the U.S. But even Proposition 33 is just like a starting point in all this in a way. There's a lot of groundwork to be done, whether that's increasing minimum wage, which is also another proposition on the ballot, I believe. But increasing minimum wage, passing more tenant-friendly measures to help with like this renting community, especially because it's so impossible to find a house in this economy, or at least one that you can afford. And even if you can't afford it, because of all the people coming to San Diego, you're up against like 8, 9 different people for the same property. 30 to 40% of the houses on the market are being bought at a higher price than their listing point, meaning that people are going into these bidding wars for housing in San Diego.
Yeah.
Which I feel like
So even places are getting listed already expensive.
already expensive.
And then people are fighting over it because people need housing.
Yeah, already in the top 15 most expensive cities as is, and then they're bidding on top of that, you know?
Yeah.
There's more to San Diego than just La Jolla and Poway, you know?
Yeah.
There's so many different phases of it in a way. So I think it's important that we take a step back to look at what really makes San Diego. You know, your Barrio Logans, your City Heights, your North and South Parks, your Hillcrest. Everybody who's of age of voting would be interested in these measures, but
do they know about them?
we don't. And that's the wall that we just keep smacking. I think it's important that people understand that every voice counts. You know, your voice matters, my voice matters. I have faith in the future, and thank you for having me on, Django.
Any last words of inspiration?
Go out there to the polls and vote.
And if you need any more information, go to alliancesd.org or follow our social medias at Alliance San Diego. Thank you, and we'll see you on the next one. And now I'm gonna cook this one. Oh, can he make it? If I make this, you gotta vote.
Walk out the airport, smell it, yeah, I know a song. I'm on a roll like a rolling stone. Blood pressure higher than rent. When I can't see me, call a song. Bounce out like that Lolo. Off Imperial, I'm finna get my burrow, it's total. We got that skin like the sunset, where else is you gon' go?
We at Alliance San Diego respectfully acknowledge that the land within these areas sustained the life of the Kumeyaay Nation and maintained a symbiotic relationship since the beginning. We must pay respect and commit to honor the past, present, and future of the Kumeyaay Nation for their caretaking and protection of this land. Alliance San Diego commits to build and maintain a relationship with the Kumeyaay people.